This is Christine Robinson from the Argus Foundation, here with your Sarasota City Commission local government report for the week of May 18, 2020. The City of Sarasota City Commission is next scheduled to meet today, Monday, May 18th at 1:30. It is a very full agenda. There are 17 items on the consent agenda, including many items that were on previous agendas but postponed due to COVID-19. An item that was previously scheduled in April under unfinished business for a presentation but is now remarkably on the consent agenda for approval is the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, or CAFR, for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2019. This is a 253-page document. This is probably the most important document a citizen can examine, as it examines the fiscal policies for the city for the previous year. Unless a commissioner pulls this item, there will be no public discussion on the results of the CAFR for the previous fiscal year. The first consent agenda also contains several contracts on the roundabout at Gulfstream and 41 and for improvements on US 41 from Gulfstream to Fruitville Road called the GAP project. FDOT is managing the projects. The project cost is $8.5 million. If approved, the City of Sarasota will be providing funding in the amount of just under $2 million, which will come from impact fees and surtax monies. $1 million will be for the roundabout, and just under $1 million will be for the decorative lights at the roundabout and to Fruitville, and for the decorative pavers along the GAP segment. Maintenance of those pavers and lights will be the responsibility of the City of Sarasota. This is a separate agreement contained in the consent agenda. An escrow agreement for this maintenance is yet another item on the agenda. There are also separate resolutions on these items contained in the consent agenda. Finally, on the consent agenda is the adoption of a resolution to award a construction contract for over $10 million for Phase 3 of the Lift Station 87 project. There was only one responsive and responsible bidder on this project. Proceeds from the State Revolving Fund program will be used to fund this phase. Interest rates will be 0.25% for wastewater and 1.24% for water with a 20-year payback period. If the city passes this, it will be necessary to approve a loan amendment in August, bringing the principal loan to over $35 million. Work is expected to commence in July 2020 and to be completed by March 31st, 2021. In unfinished business, the Commission will be considering different schedules for their budget workshops and whether to set the minimum millage rate before or after those workshops. Bobby Jones maintenance is back on the agenda. Bobby Jones Golf Course has been closed since March 18th, and a May 12th special commission meeting, the City Commission voted against a proposed restated maintenance agreement and directed staff to renegotiate for mowing the entire property and to postpone turf eradication until the start of the renovations. Mowing will occur once a month during the dry season and twice a month during rainy season. The new cost will be just above $150,000 annually. Staff reports a total savings of $4.3 million. Another item under unfinished business is a discussion on the Parks and Master Plan funding presentation. City staff has reevaluated the park stabilization projects from $5.2 million to almost $1.7 million due to current conditions. The $1.7 million includes improvements to the Children's Fountain and also Bayfront Park. The Sarasota In Motion Citywide Transportation Master Plan is the last item under unfinished business. This is a 25-year plan that contains 10 specific projects, some of which include changing Main Street parking from angled parking to parallel parking, narrowing vehicle lanes on Fruitville Road from 41 to 301, and transit circulators. Under new business, there will be a discussion about COVID-19. There is no backup material with the agenda. At previous meetings, the Commission had asked for additional data and had targeted May 18th as a date that they would discuss the reopening of Lido Beach. The Complete Count Committee will be meeting on Wednesday at 4 p.m. The Development Review Committee and Code Compliance hearings are canceled. That is the Argus Foundation, Sarasota City Commission Local Government Report for Monday, May 18th, 2020. Stay tuned to our Facebook and Twitter pages for updates, including posts with the Florida Governor's COVID-19 press conferences. Until our next update, be well.